Welcome back to Themed Journals. My name is April. Welcome to the home of the Themed Journal Journey. Welcome to all the new members. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm going to show you what I did off screen. I did a video with this diary, and I didn't want the I wrote in it in purple ink. But some of it I wanted to hide, so I cut up my book map and put it in here. I wanted to keep this, and then I hid the purple ink because it bled through, and so I'm just putting some decorations in here from my videos for TikTok for my book, The Mystic Chronicles Vaults. So that is what is going to be going into this journal. Now I need to put this back in here. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to kick you guys. So I put in the corner pieces and the charms, and then this is the bookmark. I need to put that in here. All right, so this one can go here. And then this one, as you know, this is a deconstructed journal. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this in here, and I will deal with it later. I'll leave the charm out so it can be seen. And then I'm just going to shut this. Very beautiful. I love this deconstructed journal. I must say, out of all the journals I've made so far, this was by far my favorite. Of course, it's the home of my book, The Mystic. So, there's a reason why it's my favorite. Okay, so we're going to get cracking today on the other deconstructed journal. Now I'm throwing everything on the floor. I'm just going to ignore it. So I did this journal's writing board at the same time as I did the other ones, because I started out with this paper, which matches this one just fine, but it doesn't match my other one, so I had to find some paper that matched my other one. So anyway, sorry. All right. What's this? Okay. So these are all of my what do you call it? Extra pieces of paper. All right. And my hands are hurting me really bad today, so I'm going to go ahead and close this thing, and we're going to do something fun and simple today. And just let it be like this over here, because I can't deal with that. My hands are killing me. All right, so what we're going to do is get our pretty papers out. Well, mine are already out, but you know what I mean. So if you're working on a different style of journal, that's okay. You can still do this project. And what you're going to need, here it is. Going to need some tape. All right, and scraps of your scrap paper. So I'm trying to get all my scraps on this side so that I can, oh, well, that's a bookmark. I'm going to save this because I'll probably need it for something. These are bigger pieces, so I think I'm going to save these and deal with the smaller ones. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Ugh. Sorry, I keep on knocking you guys with my, I don't know why this, let me stand up and put you guys on pause and see if I can't fix it. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that fixed it, but we shall see. All right, so I'm not using this paper right now for anything. So I'm gonna, yeah, I had planned to do something with it, but I don't know if I'm going to I'm not sure. I want to put it back over here so it doesn't get nasty. All right, so for this project, you need strips of paper like so. You know, paper, you know. Paper, you know, paper. Oh, and here's the other one. I was looking for that earlier. I don't know. I thought I'd use these on this Deconstructed journal, but it didn't turn out to be that way, so that's okay. I'll put them back in my drawer. All right. Okay, so we have different strips of paper, different sizes that we're going to use. Yep. Okay. Trying to get a little organized here so I have a little workspace. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave it on the roll. Now, if you have thicker masking tape, like that thick, the better. But we're going to make this work just the way it is, because my fingers need a break from all the hurt I did to them this last week. Don't ask. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these side by side on the tape. I saw this on Treasure Books. Natasha did it a couple of weeks back. Oops. As you can see, you can easily screw it up by getting it crooked. All right, there we go. Easy fix. No big. And if you'd feel better about it, you can use this on both sides of the masking tape, or you can just put it over just a skosh so that you don't waste so much paper. Because I hate wasting paper. All right. Especially pretty papers. Get off of there. There. So you can see they're different thicknesses, different styles. That's okay. Although they're all steampunk papers. There. Now, not only are they, now if this bugs you, that's okay, it might. You can just take it and give it a little paper cut. All right. And then you can come over here and do the same over here. You just follow the tape. Now this is meant to be one-sided decorations, but if you want to use it, you know, you want to decorate it for two-sided, go for it. And then as you saw, we just cut off that paper. Now we've got some more. We could repeat some of these. Not all of them will we repeat, like the small ones like this and that. But if it can go across the tape again, then you can definitely use it again. Before, you know, putting down new strips. Ugh. Now I will take this to my sewing machine after I get, you know, a lot of it done. My hands hurt so bad. That's why I delayed doing today. Sorry, today's video was late. I know some of you look for me at 6. I had a problem this last week with YouTube on my cell phone. YouTube can be a very a huge memory hog, and once every 3 to 4 months I take it off my phone and I reinstall it. But it told me it would take 86 hours to reinstall, so I just stopped the installment and I waited until I got back here to the house to do it, and it downloaded in seconds this morning. And then it took me a couple of hours to upload today's video. Of course, I forgot that I hadn't uploaded it until I don't know what time, but yeah. And you sort of want to space these out so that you know, they're not repeated. So it's like different, and then you wouldn't want to put this one here again if you have, you know, multiple pieces like I do. So you want to space those out a little bit. I know I did two of these close together, but you know, you don't have to. Or you could make a pattern out of your paper. That's, you know, doable too. And then the smaller pieces, you know, like these that we're getting offcuts of, we can put down on a master board. Yeah. So I hope you're having fun in your craft room. If you hear a bunch of banging in the background, it's the wind moving stuff outside of my little studio. Yeah, it's super windy. It's like 55 miles an hour. Yeah. Now the problem with cutting it on the back side is that you have to go to the very end and you have to contend. If you don't cut it off, then you got to contend with the masking tape roll. Now you could do this with duct tape. You could do it with painter's tape. I've got some painter's tape up there that I could use if I run out of masking tape. I would imagine that would be just as easy to use as masking tape. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, oops, yeah, we got to go back here if we want to do it right. Now what I'm not going to, I'll do some stitching down the center of this tape as as additional interest for the decorative masking tape we've got going on here. There. Okay. So you can make this as short or as long as you want. You definitely can call it quits whenever you want. And I'm just going to call it quits here because then I want to show you something else that I think would be fun. I don't know. I haven't done this before. Okay, so these two are long enough to go across the tape again. These are not. And sometimes you just got to let the scraps go. I've decided that that's what I'm going to do with these. I'm not going to save them. I mean, you could maybe put them on something else. All right. Now, if you think that this tape is a little bit boring the way it is, that's okay. All right. We can do some additional decorating. But in order to do that, since it's steampunk, I've got to get my steampunk stickers out. Hang on. Ugh. Oh, shit. Excuse the language. I just literally put everything on the floor. Ugh. My hands don't want to work. So some of you will remember when I did this. We're just gonna get some steampunk pictures, stickers out, different ones. And as you can see, that ripped out when I fumbled it. We're gonna do another one of these, and this time we're not, I'll do it different because I am not doing this stitching. I thought it would be pretty, and it is, but it also makes it so the glue doesn't want to stick to the page, and it's disgusting how it doesn't want to stick to the page. So anyway, as you can see, both sides are now out. All right. Let's get that out so it doesn't stick. Put that on, so. All right, let's take that out. All right. Well, I just tossed all of my, see, once again. I just tossed all of a box of these on the floor, so I don't have my good ones. Ugh. You know what? We'll just, ugh. Yep, these all decided to stick and be nasty, so we'll just take it out. You would think that this stupid silicone glue would actually stick to where I stuck it, but no, just no. All right. All right. And we got some more here. Just get some of these out. Probably got enough for what I want to do anyway. Yep. Nope. So we are definitely not doing it like this next time. We're going to do it different. All right, I'm done with this. I love the concept, but I don't like the execution the way I did it. But, you know, some things are worth another look at. Yep, my sticker book got stuck on my scoreboard. Or not my scoreboard, but see, this is an entire pocket that came out. I gotta figure out where that is, and I'll do it later. Anyway. Okay, so let's start at this end. Now, what we're gonna be looking for are stickers. They're actually, and none of these probably qualify, that actually can stick on here. I don't think too big. I don't think I have any small ones. All right, so we'll just sew this, all right? And we'll try something different this next time on the next go around, you know? Gotta experiment and see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, so this was the masking tape. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get out my painter's tape. And we're gonna try it on this one. Well, the back of the painter's tape is stickier than the masking tape, so there you have that information. Now, it'll be really important that you don't, now you could also, okay, well, let me finish my thought here. It's going to be really important that you don't let any blue seep through the, in between the pieces of paper that you're putting on it. That's number one. Number two, this is thicker, and we can decorate it the way I wanted to do the other one, but it didn't work out too well. Well, you know, let me do the experimenting so you don't have to. I will still definitely take this to my sewing machine and sew it. It will be decorative sewing, like zigzag or something like that. So are you shopping in your stash like I am? Yeah, I hope so. Gotta use up my stash. All right, I have the next like 2 or 3 projects already lined up around my desk, believe it or not. Yep, true story. All right. I think this one will be close to the last one. Let me all right. Then what we'll do is it'll be easier cutting things off if we've already cut. Oh, sorry. Let me fix this. Let me cut this off and then fix you guys. I am so sorry. I'm sucking today. Canal water, I might add. Ugh. Well, for those of you who are new, I own the title of YouTuber's worst videographer, but I keep practicing so that I can become better. Ugh. All right, now we've got that sorted out. All right, we've got a lot of pieces of paper we can reuse. Definitely, definitely. Okay. And I'm trying to get the blue tape off my, oh, I've got glue on my fingers rather than tape. Okay. Oh, no, I still got the tape here. Ugh. Get off of me. Now I use my stationery that I used on the Mystics Deconstructed journal. So that means that this particular decoration will either have to go into that journal or use it on something else or another project. You know, sometimes you want to put things in your stash to use later. And we have the small, we have the small Steampunk journal to finish as well. I sort of got interrupted with my deconstructed journal idea, but we'll get back there, I promise. All right, ugh. All right, let's see what we got. Let's move all this crud over there. And let's get that off. Gotta let those small scraps go. I can't with them. All right. That's too big. My fingers are so numb, I can't even feel to get the stickers off the backing. That's how bad my fingers are today. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I guess we can cut some of the stickers off. We don't need them. Now I want that one, but I don't care about that side. So here we go. Okay, that one does not want to cut. It used to be my fabric scissors, and then they just went completely they refused to cut any more fabric. So I had to get a new fabric one, and I demoted these to paper. Sometimes they want to cut the paper, sometimes not so much. All right, stay over there. You know, so you can, use people, steampunk people on this if, it's big enough. Or you can use your stickers that, you don't have any clue where to use them. Like, where would you have a steampunk boot? I mean, really. So, yeah. You just use them up on decorations like this. Let's see if he fits. Yeah. We want the head on, but we don't mind if the feet are a little bit, or the legs are a little bit choppied up, because they already are chopped up. So they can afford to be getting a little choppied again. I don't want to chop that one up. All right, let's do this one. Okay, see if we got one more smallish one. Oh, that's the one we just stuck on. I don't want to do it again. All right, let's put this one on, the last. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, now we need one here. Oh, that'll work. So the thicker, the whiter the tape, the more decorations you can put on it. You know, the more decorative the sticker, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That's decorative strips, I guess. Paper washi, I don't know what you want to call it. And what I'll do between now and the next video that you all watch, I will take this to the, I will get my, I'll do some more of these strips, and then once I get a bunch of them together, then I will sew them up, and then I'll show you on the next video. There we go. Thank you for joining me on today's Theme Journal journey. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you know when the next Theme Journal journey is going to begin, and you can join us at that time. And I thank you for your patronage. Talk to you soon. Bye.